Okay, so now we're up to the exercise for Thursday. And right there, got the link. Here's the exercise. You're basically generating a free writing paper. Okay? So, there are numerous pre-writing techniques. We've talked about it, but we're going to focus on free writing. It's just one small version. We'll get to the others later. So, now, in this case, it's a more formal assignment. It's not a discussion board, notice. So, in this case, you are creating a one-page document, at least 200 words. The way I always phrase this, very carefully, the amount of words I give you, the expectation, if you give me more, the better chances of a higher score. If you give me the exact amount or less, that's where you're looking at average scores. You want above average, so you give me above average work. That's my logic. Okay, so the first objective, you're going to isolate a subject for a personal essay on one of the following topics. Any one of these you can select from A to E. So A, advice for incoming freshmen for 2020. B, selecting a major for college. C, selecting a college. D, keeping focus for studies. Or E, overcoming an obstacle. Any of these are viable. Okay, so you pick any one of those and you examine your feelings in a free writing technique. Okay. 2, using a focused free writing technique, write on your chosen subject. So, again, you're writing for the sake of writing. You keep at it for 15 minutes. Don't stop writing for 15 solid minutes. Don't consider what you've written. Just let the words flow out. If you come to a moment where you're stumbling and you don't know what to say, you can write, I don't know what to say. I'm losing track of my thoughts. My little brother's in the next room banging on the wall. So it's okay to acknowledge that you have a stumbling moment. It's okay to acknowledge what's causing the stumbling, but you want to try and force yourself away from what's blocking you to the actual topic. Okay? And as you go along, do not edit your commentary. The idea is to just flow with it. Don't worry about your word choice. Don't worry about the colloquial expressions you use. Just write for the sake of writing. Now, having said that, I will be looking for how you create creative phrases, how you develop your sense of logic. It is going to be fragmented. Don't try to make a flowing essay. It's fragmented logic. So the scale of grading for this is really basic. Either you got it or you don't. Okay? So I'm looking at word choice. I do want you to, despite what I said earlier, of not worrying about your words, do aim for a high-end vernacular. Aim for higher academic sounding words. Okay? Avoid slang, in other words. You do need to adhere to the MLA expectations of how a paper is presented. I'll have an example template in the folder. I will place one in there for you to follow. But if you use Google Docs has a... Well, here, let me do this. When you open up Google Docs, up here at the top with the tabs, right there, Report MLA. This is an MLA paper format, and this is what you will be using. So it's your name, my name, the subject, DC, English, the date. You don't necessarily need to give it a title. And then you're just typing out your 200 plus words. Okay. So remember, the word count does, either you're going to give me more or you don't. If you don't give me 200 words, that needs improvement. If you give me 199 words, that's not 200 words. That needs improvement. Always aim to go beyond the 200 count, or whatever the count is. And I am looking at how you develop the idea, where you take this concept. Just the notion of selecting a college. What unusual ways, what unusual methods could one use to select a college? Are you going to place them on a wall and throw a dart to see where the dart lands and select that as your goal? Okay? Just what methods would you use? Okay, so that's that assignment. Again, as I'm always saying, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay? But with a free write, it's kind of hard to do it wrong. Just keep that in mind. It is hard to do it wrong. So long as you exceed the word count and you give me interesting language, you've done 3/4 of the battle. Okay? Okay, so that's it for Thursday. If you have any troubles or comments, let me know. I'll hear from you later. Bye.